It's a new week, so you see me again. Because I'm a consistency queen right now. Dang, and I'm going back on tour starting the end of this week. So I'm going to have to go. Okay, so next time I'll be live next week, um, I won't be home, but I'll be live sometime next week again. I'm gonna wait until maybe some people come in to start talking for real. But if you are new and you're watching this in post, it is me, Miss Moss the Boss, aka Reed, here on Miss Moss the Boss TV. If you're new, hey boo, and if you're old, you know I love your soul. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. We go live once a week, whether it's Movie Monday, mental health check-in, moment of clarity, which will start with our beginning of the day, well, beginning of the week. On Monday, if we go lives or lives, ooh, we can see how the day's gonna go. Or if we go later in the week, where it's just like Talk to Me Tuesday or just a Friday night live, getting ready for me going out. But we try to go live once a week because, of course, most YouTubers are people that are vlogging in real time and uploading in real time. But your girl, me, how I like my privacy at this time, is not. So the lives are so you could get me fresh. You know, you get it. I was hiding the lives, but this summer I've been letting them ride. So we don't know how the fall's gonna go. So if you are new here, I want you to make sure that you are subscribed with post notifications on because I change my moods like I change my clothes and my wigs now, and it's a lot, so I don't care. Okay. Hey Neek Neek. Happy Monday. We checking in. We like almost done July, so this is actually a good time to have like a moment of clarity, mental check in, on how everybody's feeling, how they feeling about almost like summer is flying. It's flying. I know for me with the curveballs I've been dealt, I'm grateful to just be in a solid space of like feeling blessed for the little things. Hello, Bubby. Y'all, I gotta wash the wig. Like she's still good, but I don't know if y'all can tell. She like needs to be probably washed so you could like actually get a middle part again and stuff like that. So yes, and of course on Mondays we don't only just talk about our mental health. After our check-ins, we like to get into movies, TV, film, all of that good stuff, entertainment. So I like to wait. It say it's 16 people in here. If you're new here, say, you know, what's up. Let me know where you're from. Let me know if y'all want me just to get into what we've been watching and get into the tea of things, or if y'all actually want to check in and like have a vibe check on the vibes of like where everybody else is in the chakras. Because we could do both. We're here for probably a good hour, okay? Um where you at? Or where am I at? I am in Philly. That's where I'm based. That's where I'm from. Um, where are you from? Where are you at? How's your day been? How's your week going? How's July? Okay. My July has been very eventful so far. Like, and I feel like it's flown by. Like we know I went to the Beyonce concert. You know, after I went to DC, I was in New York. I think that's where I was for my last live. I was in New York. Um, so yeah. What's on my watch list? So the funny thing is, before I got on here, I was just watching. What's this movie I was watching? I'm about to tell you what movie I was trying to watch. The Hitman's okay. So the Hitman's Bodyguard is what I was trying to watch. Um, because it has Samuel L. Jackson in it, and I like Samuel L. Jackson. Um, I also watched The Old Guard, I think, a couple years ago when it first came out. I tried to rewatch it. I need to low key go and watch the first one so that I can know what's going on. I turned on one of the shows that's like #1 on Netflix or whatever right now. It's called, oh, excuse me, I don't know where that came from. It's called Something Crossing. I don't know how I feel about it, but Chad Michael Murray is in it. And if you know, you know. Chad Michael Murray used to be like, he was the Cinderella story. He was Prince Charming in A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff. So, like, he used to get the girlies going back in the day. We like Chad Michael Murray to, like, support him and stuff like that. And then Love Island finished. So now I feel like I could watch Love Island. So, like, I am going to talk about Love Island today. Even though I did not watch from the beginning, like full-blown episodes, I was involved because I feel like this season you couldn't literally be on social media without being low-key involved with Love Island because everyone was watching. And because technically these shows like Love Island and stuff is given very much social experiment, the sociology in me and the ways in which like saying things versus doing was happening in this season, I was like, I think I gotta get into it. I did watch the new Madea movie, and I want to talk about the contrast of Tyler Perry. I want to compare the two Tyler Perrys, or at least talk about how we frame his content, because we literally were just in the last movie Monday giving Tyler some type of props for once, and now we're back to, well, me personally, I'm back to remembering like why I am not a fan of TP. Like, no offense to TP, shout out to him for all the avenues and all the jobs he gets people. Shout out to him. But as the Madea, the new Madea movie, yeah. What's on your watch list? What's the things that you guys are watching and stuff like that? Like, what has been your thing? Oh, why am I spinning on my computer? Don't like that. Not very fond of that. Ooh. I am going to try to binge record and edit a lot of content before I leave this weekend, because I already was told that Friday and Saturday I'm not going to get much rest. So I'm like trying to prepare. Okay, I'm trying to prepare. Let me be a shameless plug for myself. Trying to get better at that too. So yeah, that's on my watch list. Let me know in the comments what you're watching, what you're getting into. The Ultimatum. Oh, and I want to watch Love Island Beyond the Villa. I think that too. I think I want to watch that more than I want to watch Love Island, because I kind of like some of the couples from the last season. Oh my good. I really don't know where this yawn has coming from, because I was not this tired. Unique is watching The Ultimatum. I heard that was good. That may be something I might get into. The Shy. I want to get back into The Shy so bad, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling getting back into The Shy, BMF, all of it. Like, I saw Saweetie on BMF and I was like, okay. Real Housewives of Atlanta classic, and Nelly and Ashanti, wow, Ashanti. Good joints, all things, that sound very interesting. Do you have subscriptions to all of the things that they are on, or do you have like a streaming site we can use? If you got the streaming site, text me. Okay, text me. Hold on. It was something I was doing before this. Oh, I was trying to shamelessly plug my live, right? That's what I was trying to do. However you do that. I got 2 phones. That's how I feel right now. But yeah, y'all, I'm actually very excited and grateful. Like, I'm having one of those moments in life where like I don't feel, oh, I be using this all the time. I forgot all about this. This how I was watching the Deb show on this exact site. Unique. That's so freaking crazy. I forgot all about this site. I forgot all about this site. Thank you. I definitely go watch Nolly and Ashanti tonight. What? Okay. Um. But yeah, I feel like I'm in this spot. Like, I feel like a sim right now. Like a sim who just like, you need to tell me what I'm about to do, right? All right. Tell me what I'm doing. Tell me where I'm gonna go. That's how I feel right now. Like, it's giving NPC read. That's what it's giving. It's giving very sim, very NPC, very like doing what you want to do. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's giving. Haven't watched any movies. Yeah, Sally, as a movie girl, I haven't been feeling like the movie's been hitting. Like, update on, I did a screening for the Smurfs, y'all. Very cute merch, very cute things. I didn't sit in it, but all of the feedback was saying that it was riveting, it was great, it was a classic, it was funny, it was cute, they loved it. So I definitely will probably watch the Smurfs. Um, but outside of that, I am excited for what's coming in the fall. So I saw that Black Phone 2 is coming out, which I'm really excited about because I really did like that as a horror film. Like, I was digging the Black Phone movie. Um, Bruce, y'all can hear it first. I did background work again, and if fingers crossed, I was basically an 80s girl in the beginning of this. I think it was this year, or it was the end of last year, one or the other. And hopefully in October, I made the cut for this one scene that I was in, that they did one shot of and said that was a great take. Hopefully it made the cut in the film, because then it will actually be background work where I can be like, y'all, I was in this movie. So I'm excited for that as well to come out, just to see if that's the case. But outside of that, like, it's not a lot of stuff that is out right now that I'm like, okay, cool, like I really want to see, which is crazy. Hey Dayton, how are you? How you been? What's new? What's going on? I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm about to make sure. I'm already been hanging in there. That's how I feel. I feel it's crazy because right now I feel like a lot of people are like, you're glowing, like they're like, what's new with you? Like, you just seem so different. You just seem like you're in this certain space. And it's crazy because if I really list like technically what's happening in my life versus like what I look like right now, it will be two total opposites. And some days I feel like I'm just floating, hanging in there, just existing. But then other days I'm like, you really have all the power in yourself to like just try to focus in and be grateful for the good parts. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's always something that can be wrong. But like, when you really think about it, I'm just happy to be here. Like, I'm grateful. Oh yeah, Freakier Friday, I saw that. I gotta see that with my cousin, because we saw the first Freaky Friday was our thing back when we was little. So on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on. Don't wanna go up, I wanna go out. Hey, take me away. Take me away. Round and round, here we go again. Same old stuff never ends. Um, but yeah, you really have the power to fixate on the things that make you happy, the things that are going well. And I just constantly encourage people to do that, because when people are saying that I'm glowing, I'm like, baby, this is the same person that's been the person. I just been choosing not to fixate on the things that's not going well that I have no control of. And I'm really just trying to get better at trusting my process and speaking positivity when I feel negative. So that's only my only moment of clarity advice I got, honestly. Like, through your shit, it's okay to feel like shit sometimes. It's okay to feel like your world is crumbling. It's okay to notice that you are at discomfort or dislike of something when it comes to what's happening in your life. However, you cannot dwell, you cannot sit in it, you cannot. And I feel like I say this stuff all the time, but it's never too many reminders of that. Like, you have to decide that you are the main character in your story always, and that any main character in a story can overcome the obstacles that are presented within the journey in the story. Like, if you are in a movie, you can overcome the conflict, okay? You can find a resolution. You could be the solution in your own issues. You might not always be the solution, but you can do it. And with this job, I like, even with the vlogs, like, I don't be wanting to upload them. I don't be wanting to get too deep into my thought process in them. But then I'm like, at the same time, I remember back when I was vlogging back in the day, where I did not think that much about venting to you guys or telling you guys what my mindset is. I think that as you get older, definitely when you reach your 30s and like everyone around you is doing what society says you're supposed to be doing at this age, everyone is literally having children, getting married. Like, it's very much, you know, nuclear hetero norms going on around you all the time, and you are literally like, I still feel like I just, not that I don't feel like I just graduated college. I just feel like, when I think about what I can do right now and all the options I have and what is next for me, I feel like every time I think of it, it's this blank canvas of all these different things I can do right now. There's all these different places I can go, and the fact that on top of that, right now I am now completely single. Like, I was in a relationship, not in a relationship, not like, this is just solely all me, like, just me. It can get hard being okay with talking about making decisions that, I'm trying to figure out how to say this without like sounding crazy. But it gets nerve-wracking when you notice that in your journey of figuring life out, being somebody that's older and not in the space that everyone else is in your age group, you kind of get nervous about certain topics and letting it be known where your mind is. So like with this specific vlog that drops tomorrow, I am being vulnerable as hell for like at least 3 minutes. And it's in the beginning of the year. And I'm talking about my new job, and I'm talking about my feelings and my emotions with it. And it revisits that false guilt that I was feeling, and feeling how I was feeling about the job. And also noticing that part of the things that I feel guilty about when I am no longer comfortable with things, when I want to switch what I want to do, when I whatever, is also a false sense of guilt because I am 31 And I have a privilege that most people around me do not have. And I find myself, instead of praising myself for that privilege, and well, right now I do, but like at the time in July, in the beginning of the year, I found myself, instead of praising myself for being strong enough to even be like, girl, I don't like this and I don't want this in my life anymore, or whatever the case may be, or this isn't completely aligned with me, this isn't completely what I need in my journey, to have the courage to acknowledge that and be okay with that and express that to you all is exactly what I know my channel was originally about. Like when I made my channel before, it's to document my real feels and the real things I'm going through, right? And to have this access for me to look back on, but also for others who might be similar to me, or I don't know, who just fucks with the vibe, to see where like my mind is. And with the aspirations I do have, I think it's just always cool to have like content that shows you through that process. So like me putting out the vlogs for tomorrow is actually like, again, me trying to get back to old Reedy. And I'm hoping, because time does change and YouTube has changed and society has changed. So I know that even though the intent is to be transparent and to be real, I always know that you never know when you'll go viral, and when the times comes, you never know what will be said. But I do want to say that I am a very, very grateful person for every step, for every job, for every obstacle, person, whatever it is that didn't go completely well, or whatever the case may be. I'm grateful for it all. And I'm figuring out what my journey is and what my book is supposed to be. And I'm not ashamed of that. And I hope that as I continue to be consistent in my channel again, that people who are like-minded, and if they aren't as like-minded, they're still somewhat like-spirited, and being able to see and witness people's journeys and respect that everybody's journey is different, and how we identify with it or maneuver through it changes and evolves. And I hope that it is appreciated and with grace, like I hope it's given, because I'm in this joint and I was basically like, it takes me long to basically put out vlogs because of the fact that I'm older now, and I just be feeling like, as much as I want to be transparent, we have got specific industry. We have gotten to a point of being very like the judginess, the cancel culture, all these things are so much these days that you get turned off in being authentic sometimes, because as much as we say authentic is what we want and authentic is what people are looking for, we literally cast stones at people's authenticity. And we'll pick and find things to be upset about. And I just feel like it's a constant battle of like, I don't want to do too much. Hello, Ibrahim. No, Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim. Thank you for coming. Dayton, you only saw the old Freaky Friday. You never saw Lindsay Lohan. Did you get my message?
I did, but I ain't
too late.
Yeah.
What, you went to a close store?
Yeah, but literally, I did not see your message, and so I walked back from the store.
Oh, you walked?
No, I went to a clothes store. Car. I walked to
and then you went to the store and got some. Well, you can still give me one.
I went backwards.
What? I can't do that.
I know. You have to go get backwards. I don't have it anymore.
Is it raining still?
Yes.
Huh. What you eating for dinner? If you order, let me know. I think I gotta go to the store. Is the store in the corner open?
No. It's either walk to 20th Street
or the gas station.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to the gas station. I'd never walk to 20th Street. That's too much of the hood.
I mean, it was
outside.
They got one on Poshmark, but it's like in between 20th and 19th.
I think the gas station's probably the closest.
It is, but I'm saying that's where, the people who own the one down the street.
Oh, that's where they actually at. Yeah, just the 70s one in the TV movie. That's so interesting. Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you though. Lindsay and Jamie Lee Curtis did that. They ate that up. So don't not too much on my girls. Not too much on my girls. Okay. Y'all hear that? I gotta go to the store later. Sucks this up because I don't want to. I don't know. Um my bad, y'all. My friend going through some. Hold on. Okay. But yes. So Unique has recently dropped a life update, I think, or she recorded one. I'm not sure if she dropped it yet. But she was saying that this is similar to what she is talking about in that life update. So be sure to check that out when she does drop it. If you're not subscribed, you can subscribe to her channel. She's in here in the chat. And so you never so wait that I think I watched the only Lindsay Lohan movie that I think I watched was Herbie Reloaded and The Parent Trap. That's crazy, Dayton. You never even seen the original Mean Girls? Crazy work. I mean, well, here's the thing. You are a boy, so maybe it's just not your cup of tea. But my girl Lindsay Lohan really eat it up. Like, Lindsay Lohan is actually a very classic and underappreciated, should be appreciated actress to me. I personally think that Lindsay is great. I love her. I don't care what type of issues they tried to do and say she had. She's Gucci with me now, okay? She deserves her place in this world. Okay? She deserves. She really deserves. I need to sign up for this free music for 2 months. Ugh. From going to the B&H Expo. So yeah. Let's talk about Love Island. And specifically the two people in my thumbnail. So, if you haven't watched, it's over now. The people who are in my thumbnail did not win. However, if we had to choose the winners of Love Island this year, it would be Nicolandria and Shelly and Ace. And then Amaya Papaya and her man. Amaya Papaya won, which is cool. We support that. But I really just want to talk about Nicolandria because I think it really, if we talking about the dynamics of black women and dating as a black woman, it was refreshing it was refreshing but also very anxiety driven for me to watch Nicolandria happen. And I say that because I feel like it kind of was a big testament just to the dating world in general these days, or like how people maneuver. Like, I feel like, at least for me in dating, it has been interesting and definitely, well, okay, interesting in the sense of like, at a certain time in my life, it was really common for people who were my friends to like me. But I do believe that it is very common for people to watch people that they want to pursue and them respectfully not pursue them because they think, one, either they're trying to respect the boundary of whoever that person is already talking to, or they think that this person talks to, or two, they're, instead of actually expressing how they feel and giving a person the chance, um um giving a person the actual like chance to like make that decision, or them to kind of equally make that decision, they just go off of like what they think they're seeing and what they think they know. I feel like we do a lot of that now in the dating world. I think it's interesting that he's like 24, she's 27, because in my dating life, the youngins it's the youngins. It's the youngins right now. It's the youngins. And I don't know, maybe I could blame the fact that my last boyfriend was like a year younger than me. That wasn't really crazy. We used to joke about that. But it's like now, like they're younger than that. Like they are like 4 or 5 years younger than me, and they're at your girl, and your girl is like, right now we're focused on your girl. Um, but it was just an interesting build up. Yeah, I didn't watch it through. I probably will try to. I don't know. I don't know if I have the mental capacity for stuff like that. But I did see a lot of clips, and Threads was full of it, and TikTok and stuff like that. And the Nicolandria thing was like crazy. It was like refreshing to see a man low key be obsessed with a woman, respect her boundary, but then also was so annoying because it was like, you want her. You've been wanting her. And like, yes, you treat her great no matter what, because again, like they are the epitome of like friendship. Um, but at the same time, it was also like make it happen. So it was good to see that they finally had those moments the last couple weeks to be able to like come together and be like, yeah. And then I thought it was kind of crazy that a lot of people missed that. Like a lot of people thought it was a forced thing, and I feel like to a certain extent they're misconceiving guardedness from Olandria with not being interested. I don't think that, I think Olandria is a perfect example of a lot of women, and I only can talk about being like from my perspective as a black woman. I don't know what it's like dating and not being black, so I can only talk from this perspective. Um, but from my perspective as a black woman, I feel like a lot of us are Olandrias. Like you have one or two relationships that really take you on a turmoil, and then you find yourself single for a long time. In my case, I was single for forever until 21. And then I was in a relationship until like 27. And then I was, and then I was in a relationship. Like, you basically go through something and then you find yourself single for a while. And in her case, she was like, she dated and then she was single for like 5 years and she hasn't been with anybody. And like, in those years, you build yourself up. And that's why I'm like, I think that other women go through this too, for sure. But I only specifically talk about black and dating. But I'm pretty sure other women go through this too. And it's like, with us though, I feel like just like I watched the world try to trade on her and Shelly for literally just holding someone accountable in the house that wasn't us, and how the world kind of like instantly made them enemies, wanted them out the island, and all of these other things. I think that there's a testament to the guardedness that black women have, and the way in which we have to be on guard and performative in some sense, or at least secluded, or whatever the case may be. I mean, like sheltered in a sense to protect ourselves, even in spaces like that. Like I feel like for her, definitely with the simple fact that her journey started with a black man that she was getting mixed signals from. And it's crazy because when she sees everything, you literally have 50% of the world trying to act like she was just this delusional girl going after this guy who never liked her, and then the other 50% is showing and seeing that like, no, he was acting like he wanted her, blah blah blah. So the fact that she had to literally, she probably already experienced that in life multiple times, that she got on she got on the show and literally got played in a similar way, and then her friend turns out to be her lover, anybody would be scary. Like, anybody would be scary. She's probably double scared because it's like, not only was I played before here and I don't have a space for that, but now this is my homeboy, and I don't ever want to mess up the relationship with my homeboy, like with my homie. So she probably is just nervous to like really let that guard down. However, I hope it really do work. Like, I think they look amazing together. Like I said, like, he look at her a certain way. He always is making sure she's okay. Like, what how I see Nick handle Orlandria is how I think a lot of black women like would love for a man to treat them. Like, and that's not on no like things will probably always be perfect, no arguments. Cause I'm a firm believer that you probably need to argue maybe once or twice with your boo thing. I'm sorry, all that we don't argue shit. Yeah, y'all ain't happy then. Y'all ain't happy. Cause I don't know people who don't. I don't know good relationships where people don't like have some disagreement, and like it don't have to be like no crazy ass dramatic ass argument, but you disagree with some things. Like, come on now, y'all supposed to know how to get past disagreements. That's how things go. But yeah, it was just refreshing to see that. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've definitely had my experiences of sweet men in my life, and I'm grateful for them. If you ever was sweet to me, you are amazing. I appreciated it. Um, but I love seeing love. I really do. I love seeing people gush over people, like, and be just infatuated. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see two people just constantly smiling at each other and being happy. And it was nice to see that. And watch it be unexpectedly a thing. I liked it a lot. I was like, this is so cute. This is so cute. This is so cute. I don't watch Love Island, but I heard that somebody got canceled for saying a slur or something. Multiple people got canceled this year for saying a slur. So apparently some girl named Yalissa said the N-word in her past. She got kicked off the island quick. I do know about the second girl, Sierra. She said the slur, the C slur, which a lot of people in our community, in the black community, probably just found out was a slur, because I didn't find out it was a slur myself until like 2016. Can't even hold you, because a lot of places here in my city, if you use that word towards somebody, it's been turned into a term of like endearment, and not excusing it or anything, but just saying that it definitely, the second person that got kicked off, it was a big uproar because that slur wasn't something that people were really, really aware of. But yeah, in general though, that person that got kicked off, Sierra, that got kicked off for it, like, as you dig deeper into her character of like her obsession with Love Island, how much she was a Love Island fan, apparently, like, she's cool with Trump supporters and people who are also very like whatever. It comes to a point where it's kind of like, I don't know. I always find it interesting, the POC thing, people of color thing, and like being able to pick and choose where you want to stand on certain stuff is very interesting to me. And I'm saying that as someone who experienced racism hella big these last 2 weeks, by people of color, not by black people, but by people of color. And it's just such an interesting space. Like, it's such an interesting space. So yeah, it was interesting. I think seeing how everybody was reacting over Love Island was just an interesting time for sure. Now, this Madea movie, did anybody watch it on Netflix? Because honey child, somebody needs to tell Tyler Perry. We was loving Straw. We was loving it. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Cause I watched the Madea destination wedding thing, and y'all, it was horrible. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so freaking bad. Like, no, I think I only had 2 times when I actually chuckled, but in general, it just seems like he's so out of touch of like what's really happening and what is considered, I guess, funny. I felt like he took all the stereotypes. You know how back in the day when we were younger, like you would feel like old people might try to mock what we doing by being like, all y'all do is cuss. All y'all do is talk about strippers and hoes and da 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 da. Like that's how that was. He had the boy from what's the thing with when they be in the with Kimmy, whatever that show is, he got the guy from that was supposed to be with Herschel or whatever, the light skinned Puerto Rican man. He got him just saying in the left and right, calling everybody the N word left and right, up and down. Every 5 seconds, he's calling somebody the N word. It's just like overbearingly too much. And then, like the storyline is corny too. Like basically, I guess like they have to get this destination wedding because the mom and the dad is getting divorced, not him, the stepdad, and the stepdad wanted to give money to the kids, but they had to be married first in order to get the money. First of all, what is this old played out Bridgerton type of storyline? You gotta be married to get the money. That don't even make sense as a stepdad. Why do anybody need to be married to get my stepdad's money? That he just know, like he can just give us the money in a trust. Come on, come on. That's one. Two, the acting's horrible. The lines is horrible. The best acting is Madea. Tyler Perry can't even act when he's regular Tyler Perry. Like it was just bad. It was just really bad. It was just really bad. I usually don't turn on Madea stuff, but it was bad. And then it's crazy because Netflix played another Madea movie after, and I was like, this is horrible too. This is bad. Like the Madea stuff is bad. It's bad. I do not recommend. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10, y'all. Just horrible. It's just horrible. Just horrible, child. I feel like I do have, or at least I thought I had, videos from my phone in February. I just found out last month that there's a rumor that Madea isn't even based on anybody that he knew in his family. They said he used to go to a drag show and stole the character from them. Ooh, you know what? I feel like back in the day that was also something said. So it was like one people were saying that was his aunt or some stuff, like he had this storyline of that, but the other people said that was the case. Ooh, excuse me. Here's the thing. Even if he's into drag, he's into all of that, cool, whatever, he should credit whoever he stole it from. But at the end of the day, it's like when you feel like your comedy is only to perpetuate the stereotypes, the negative stereotypes about your people, I think you need to go back to the drawing board. Like, you can have some, every joke has some truth, right? And every stereotype has some truth to it. It's a stereotype because it's a big ass generalization and everybody doesn't uphold to it. However, to constantly like have them in a storyline all the time, every time you make a damn movie, it just to me becomes like you're counterproductive. Like everybody praises CP for owning his studio on a slave plantation. But at the end of the day, you're making content that continues to make people think of us in certain ways. And I'm never saying don't make content that doesn't perpetuate these things, because at the end of the day, there are some people that function this way, right? That's true. But when your whole entire brand is mostly on the trauma of your people, and you don't do that well when you do make content that's not based on the trauma of your people, instead you're trying to use the stereotypes that others use against us, and I guess make it comedic because you still thinking somewhat in your head it's not dangerous. That's when I'm like, what are we really doing? Because at the end of the day, one thing I will say with me having friends that aren't from America, we talk about racism in America all the time, and we talk about how our media and the things that we watch literally sends messages across the world globally. And sadly but truthfully, no matter how much people don't want to acknowledge that what we show matters, and they want to be like, well, this is just art, or this is just this, and this is just that, at the end of the day, when you go somewhere else and people are not being, they're not around Black Americans, they're not around us, this is what they think, this is what they portray as acceptable, this is whatever. And now you go in these spaces and they are coming at you in this way that they don't even know is offensive, and you have to take in all of that. So it's like, Tyler Perry, let's get some balance here. And at the end of the day, I just feel like, to a certain extent, back in the day when he had made Madea, we still had some good substance to the storyline. Like, Diary of a Mad Black Woman wasn't bad. Like, a lot of the stuff that we had, Medea's this, Medea's that, wasn't that bad, because it was still like she was somewhat keeping it real. It was somewhat, the people around her wasn't just stereotypical. But like, this last one was crazy. I was like, if I hear the N-word one more time, I need to turn this off. Like, come on. He took that queen's whole act. Do you know the queen's name he stole it from? I would love to talk about it. I'm not religious anymore, but I always had a problem with how he used religion to propel his career, but then switched to some of the most secular, stereotypical stories that I've ever seen. LOL. So, yeah, I guess that's the whole thing. I wanted to talk about this because of the fact that Straw was good. Straw was good, but I also think that the concept was good. I don't think that Straw was really, really as good as we feel. I think that it was really good because of who was in it, and because of what we used to with Tyler Perry. Because if we really take away the performance and really think about it, it still was typical TP, Black woman trauma. However, I feel like I'm glad it was a refreshing new angle on the experiences that Black women go through, period. And I'm glad the way it ended was sort of a happy ending in a sense. Like, we ain't get killed, you know? So we will do that. We'll say that. But yeah, Madea, this other one is just typical, like, we back to the same old stuff. Yes, his bootleg era in the play was great. Even the first couple movies were great. Even Meet the Browns was good. I think the movie with Angela Bassett, a lot of that was still okay. It was still giving regular auntie vibes. Like, it wasn't giving, let me just try to perpetuate the stereotype. Like, now it just gives, he's so disconnected with us. He just thinks we're all BBL stripper bitches, slinging the N-word left and right. Gangsta, hoo ha. Like, he's just giving typical robber shoot still. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I didn't see Medea's act though. Is that a play, or is that another movie? I'll add it to the list. I ain't doing nothing in Delaware. So yeah, that's my little feedback on Medea's whatever the heck. that stuff was. That's mine. Ugh. It's all this stuff they trying to do. So I'm supposed to be going on tour, and at this weekend and next weekend I'm gonna be like, well, okay, I've already been on tour this summer. That's what it feels like. Ever since we started with Beyonce, it's been giving tour vibes. And I'm supposed to be getting busy. Like, we supposed to be doing stuff when we make it to Atlanta, but I'm probably going to hit the back out because how stuff is set up, I just need time to like not be spending. I just feel like left and right I'm spending. So I'm gonna have to break it to my girls that like I'm coming, but like I'm gonna be in prep to like come home. That's where I will be in the next thing. The last thing I watched was House of Pain. I really liked the show, and Meet the Brown Show. And I feel like they were doing well too. I always feel like people fall off with their writings with stuff. I don't even know with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just thought that stuff, it was just horrible. That last one I just watched was just horrible. It was horrible. But overall, huh? A pen? Does the color matter? This is green.
Anything but that.
Blue? I got light blue.
That's fine.
I like colors. So yeah. So yeah, y'all. That's what we've been watching. That's what we've been getting into. I haven't really like, cause I've been on the go, I haven't been able to sit with mostly anything these last 2 weeks. These last 2 weeks have been non-stop, like it's like non-stop moving. And yeah, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful right now. I'm grateful. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. My life is not perfect at all right now, but I am pushing, and I am grateful because things could always be worse. They could always be worse. I'm always figuring it out and getting things done.
It's not working.
Oh, you need another one?
Yes.
Does this one work? See if this works. What's this?
It's a pad behind you.
Yeah. This blank. Oh, hopefully they ain't break. But okay, y'all, we are coming to the end of this hour. You know, I enjoyed talking to y'all. In the very beginning, we did more of a mental check-in. If you're watching this in post, always feel free to comment. Let me know what movies you're watching, what shows you're watching, where your head is at, what you feeling. If you need any advice, let me know. We go live once a week here, at least minimum. And I hope to see you guys again next week. Be sure to make sure that you are subscribed, that your post notifications are on, so that you know when I'm dropping on the page and I'm like making y'all choose what day I go live, if y'all get vlogs, showing y'all little pictures of what's going on, that you see it all, that you know it all. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.